Hello, welcome to 80 Days of Writing with yours truly, Alexis Marie Chute, author of Expecting Sunshine and Above the Star. So right now I am in Austin, Texas. You've just seen me travel all the way here, airplane ride, all that fun stuff, and now I'm here for IBPA Pub U. So that's Independent Book Publishers Association Publishing University. So getting some education. I love learning, like I have to say, it makes me giddy. Like I'm one of those weird people who loves school. I'm totally thinking about doing my PhD. Anyways, it is like, looking at the clock, like it's past 11:30 at night. And apparently my hotel is this amazing happening place where there is a concert happening right across the street. And as much as I love music and being out and being social and having fun, I have a big day today and yesterday. So today I'm like super pooped. I definitely feel like today's conference was almost like 5 days worth of conference crammed into one, which is like the best, right? Then you feel like, okay, I'm here, like extreme south compared to where I live in Canada, and I'm getting the most bang for my buck. And so tonight was the Benjamin Franklin Book Awards, and this lovely book baby was up for 2 awards. One was in the memoir and biography category, and the other one was for new voices in nonfiction. So I'm super honored to be a silver medalist. It's like very, very fancy. So I'm going to share with you some, people like to post like their winning pictures and winning videos and whatever. So you are going to see my coming in not first place. I'm going to share that with you just for funsies because we're friends. If you've watched any of my other days, I immensely appreciate it, and I'm super grateful that you're here joining me on this creative journey. Did I say that today's day 34? Holy crap, that freaks me out because I've got less than 50 days left in this 80-day adventure where the goal is to write book 2 and 3 in the 8th Island Trilogy. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm like so excited about this trilogy because if you've watched some of my earlier days, I plotted it all out. So I know before you know, I hope so, what is gonna be happening with these characters. And gosh, you're gonna fall in love with Archie, Tessa, and Ella. They are the main characters in this book, and each one of them has contains a little part of who I am. But I just love who they are, and they evolve so much. And I know how the ending comes together, so I'm giddy already. And I was getting people excited at the conference. I was walking around carrying my advanced reader copy. You can see that lovely little thing right there. And so that basically is the pre-book. This kind of thing goes out to book reviewers and long lead publications like magazines and such. My lovely publicists have sent this out. Hopefully they're watching. This is a good check, actually. If you are watching this video, you need to email me and let me know. Anyway, so I'm just sharing my sheer love of this story with people at the conference, and they're getting excited. Okay, but I want my videos to be more than just me talking about my books, because that's super boring, and you think what do you get out of that, right? I want these videos to be inspiring and helpful for you. So I want to talk today about getting out of the solo mindset. So being a visual artist and a writer and a filmmaker, the filmmaking does have me interact with more people. But typically, and if you watch my videos, you'll see that my children interact with me, and my assistant Brooke comes in and out. But so much of the work I do is alone, and that helps me get in the zone. It also can be very lonely. And I think that it's either an extroverted introvert or an introverted extrovert. I think I'm an extroverted introvert, which means I do very much enjoy my downtime, at home in my sweatpants, like eating cookies and watching Netflix. It doesn't help my waistline, but I love that kind of like, I definitely recharge by being, in my space. So at the same time, like I do love being extroverted and being with human beings. Human beings definitely fuel me in so many ways, but I don't always get those opportunities, especially working from home. There's pros and cons. I get to be with my kids. I get to be in my space. Like I don't have to waste time commuting. Like as the second that the nanny starts and the kids are taken care of, I am like down in the office doing the grind, So there's beautiful things about working from home, and you really have to decide what works best for your lifestyle. So how I've found it is I like being at home because I do have little touch points with my kids during the day. So I feel like I'm like, 75% work and 25% kids. So I do play games sometimes with them during the day. When it gets warmer out, I will go pick them up from school. We often will have lunch together. It's just like beautiful little times that like I am thrilled to have. I'm very thankful for that. At the same time, like sometimes I want like adult conversation and interaction with other people who are like-minded. And then we can have this dynamic conversation and feed off of each other and teach and learn and educate each other on different skill sets that maybe the other one has and the other one's lacking, and how can we help each other, right? This win-win thing. Oh, I love it. I love collaboration. So I do want to like talk about the benefit of conferences. Like, so yes, they are expensive. Yes, you may have to travel and be away from people and figure out childcare. Like right now back home, it's like the nanny, my mom, and my husband who are figuring out childcare for the kids. And they're making it work, and I really do appreciate it. Like I know it is, for me in the pursuit of my dreams, other people are helping. Like it is a community, a tribe of people coming together. And I am so grateful I have that family support. So I do want to like talk about like the benefit of going to conferences. Like today I actually skipped out of multiple sessions to do the meet the experts, and so like it's kind of like speed dating, and you get to know other pros who are further down the line, and they have expertise that I don't necessarily contain in my own brain, and they just have been so generous and amazing. So I snuck into a couple other experts that I hadn't signed up for, and you never know like what someone's gonna like, come up with when they see your book or they see like whatever creative pursuit or business that you do. So just networking, the opportunity to network with people you wouldn't normally cross paths with, that is tremendously valuable. That is worth time and effort to figure out flights and a cheap accommodation, which like I'm not staying at the conference site. The hotel was way too expensive. So all these little things take time, but today was just day one of the conference, and I already feel like it is gonna pay off tenfold. And I met like, this girl who's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, we are like the same person, except, I'm emotional and loud and sporadic, and you are contained and like, but we like connected, and I feel like, oh my gosh, like this person could be like a best friend. And that's so brilliant and wonderful and exciting. And so I do encourage you, wherever you're at, to find a network and community of people who can inspire you and who speak the same language and passion, and you can spur each other on. I think that journey is beyond worth it. So I am thrilled that you are here today, day 34 of 80 Days of Writing. I don't know if you hear the background noise, but I've discovered that Austin, Texas, I went line dancing, country dancing with the conference the day before the first day. So whatever, I am tired. Conferences are exhausting. I've collected a stack of business cards and I need to follow up. So the work of the conference doesn't stop when the conference is over. Okay, so I'm going back to the point of the music. Can you hear it? So apparently my like cheaper option for hotel is directly across from like this crazy music. So I'm gonna try to pop in the earplugs, and I've got to be back at the conference in like 6.5 hours. Oh my God. Like, I'm so tired. And I can't even sleep on the plane. Yes, I am a tired author. I can't even sleep on the plane because if you watched my previous days, I was doing the very final arc review, like the very final edit of things from this arc. So like what is going to go into the offset print run. And my offset print run is happening, and this is like a few thousand books. It's happening in just a couple days. So I've got to review this huge edit. So like the day after the conference, when I'm taking like hopping flights back to Canada, going back to the snow from beautiful Texas, I'm gonna be working. And so like the work never ends, but at the same time, like you just gotta find the little touch points of joy and just cling to those. And really when you're so passionate and in love with what you're doing and you feel like the resonance with the universe, that this is my thing, like the work, yeah, it's exhausting, but you know, you have little payoffs like time with family, and you know, you wrap up a certain stage of the process and it just like you can pat yourself on the back. So wherever you're at, connect with people, enjoy the journey, because the journey is everything, really. The destination might look shiny, but the journey is where it's at. So thank you for joining with me. Again, Alexis Marie Chute, author of the Benjamin Franklin award-winning book, Expecting Sunshine, and the forthcoming novel, Above the Star. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my e-news by going to alexismariechute.com/contact, and we will keep in touch. I would love to visit you on the book tour. So thank you so much, and there you are. I can see you now. Have a blissful day.
Expecting Sunshine, a journey of grief, healing, and pregnancy after loss, she writes for us. Mikey and me, life with my exceptional sister, she writes press. And while they're still here, a memoir, she writes press. And the gold winner is, while they're still here, a memoir. Dig Where You Are, How One Person's Effort Can Save a Life, Empower Community, and Create Meaningful Change in the World, Casper Press. Expecting Sunshine, a journey of grief, healing, and pregnancy after loss, through She Writes Press. And Your Invisible Toolbox, the technology ups and interpersonal downs of the millennial generation, by Business Publications Corporation. And the gold in this category goes to Dig Where You Are, How One Person's Effort Can Save a Life, Empower Community, and Create Meaningful